Hey y'all, it's Lisa Blonay, and welcome back to Blonay Got Tea. You already know I bring you the messy from these social media streets, while my POV brings the tea and the smoke. Thanks for tapping into your daily dose of new media news. Real, not fake, because all we want is the truth. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and of course, join the society. Let's get into it.
Hey y'all, what is up? It is your girl Lisa Blonay, and I am back with another live stream video. Thank you guys so much for tapping into the new media news, because all we want is the truth, y'all. Let me tell you about the messy in these streets. All right, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Now, it's come to my attention, and it's been floating around. We've talked about the Baddies USA season 8 coming up, and Chrisean said that she is going to be on the upcoming season of Baddies. Now, I haven't seen any type of movement behind the scenes. I've been keeping tabs on people's IG stories. I know there's other social media platforms, but specifically IG is where they spill the tea. So I haven't seen any indication that any filming has started, any gathering of the, of the Baddies crew, of the cast, or anything like that. Not saying that it's not actually happening, but you know how we usually get a little bit of hint, a little bit of clue. Somebody spills a little tea. We see a background of this person, and then we see the background of that person, and we know that something is popping. Y'all know. If you know, you know. But just a little rewind. It still begs the question, okay? Who's gonna watch Junior for real? And if what we just witnessed and saw of this late night stream where she brought Junior onto Ray J's stream that she had, if that's any indication of what we are about to see on Baddies, and I'm not even sure that they can bring children, but you know how Chrisean likes to run her own program, show up once she wants to, break and make her own rules. So I'm just leaving it up in the air. Y'all let me know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. But if that's any indication, no, no, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. All right. Having your child on at an ungodly hour, I don't care if you're an influencer, it just shows lack of what is it called? Lack of routine. Okay. And if anything else, I mean, we've been begging for everything else for Junior. Okay. Lack of routine. Okay. Having your baby late night streaming. And it wasn't even that, you guys. It was the consistent of her putting her hands in his face. And you know the super sleuths, okay, the online investigators, the people that are truly, truly invested. And I hope that their intent is pure, but they be zeroing in, baby. They done seen that Chrisean Jr.'s nose was running, girl. She didn't even have the wherewithal to wipe Junior's nose. The constant putting her grubby little motley hands in this precious baby's face, and I know that's his mother, but I don't even think that it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, and let's go ahead and pull this up so I can, show you guys, because a lot of people have been pointing out some things, and one of the things they're saying is that it was so late. I don't know if it was midnight, close to the morning time. All I know, it was after hours. Okay. After hours, your toddler, like, I don't know, you guys. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. All right. If this is what we're going to be expecting, and you bragging and touting and spreading the word that you about to go on tour with Baddies, seems like it's going to be all bad. Now, lately, she's been spotted. I mean, the last time that I checked, she was back in Baltimore attending church. Okay, I'm not too sure, but I have a lot of things to get into, things that I wanted to bring to your attention simply to answer the question of who's going to watch Junior. But I wanted to start with the Reddit thread because it was had so much tea in it. All right. And it's the latest that's out. So let's kind of work with the latest and kind of work our way back. Because I kept saying, ooh, reading that, ooh, reading that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want the page to change while I have it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the latest that's out right now and then work our way back. Okay? Work our way back. All right? So let me go ahead and pull this up. Let me see who's in the chat. You guys know your POV is always welcome. Drop your POV in the chat, okay? Let me see. What is up, Marcella? Oh, girl, you can't say that word on here. But thank you. Yeah, you got to go, girl. You cursing in the thing. You're cursing, okay? So I'm going to have to ban you, girl. I got to start reading the comments before I put them up there. But yeah, girl. But shout out to you, Marcella Graves. And no, okay? I'm not. All right, Cynthia T, what is up? What is up? Thank you guys. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this up for you. We are about to just get into the latest that's been posted, you guys. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tapping in. Make sure that you share out this live so that can get us into the algorithm. I really, really appreciate all the likes too. And if you've been there before, welcome back. Welcome back, VIPs. And thank you guys for tapping into Bloné Got Tea. All right, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of internet surfing. We're going to start right here, you guys, because I want you guys to really hear what the streets is saying, okay? You guys, we always have time for my POV, your POV, but I want to bring a sector of society that's paying attention to this and let you know what others are saying, okay? Let's start off with this right here. This is the first, I guess this is it, yeah. Somebody says, she's so busy trying to hide his disabilities that she doesn't even have the motherly instinct to wipe the poor boy's nose before putting him on camera. Now, I didn't notice this, but you know, like I said, we got some very observant people on this here internet, Beyonce's internet, and they be zeroing in on some things. Let me go ahead and play this video. Let me check my sound too as well. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Let me bring this up. And I am sipping on some tea, so you may hear me sip on some tea from time to time. But let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Because y'all, I got a lot. I went down a rabbit hole today. And it's just the things that are coming together is just like disturbing, to say the least. I'll just say disturbing, okay? Let's go ahead and get started with this clip.
Hey, I look good. Why I look like that? We look cute, man. We just got a letter. We just got.
Okay, y'all. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. You guys probably didn't see it, but they were saying that Chrisean needed to wipe Junior's nose. I mean, that's neither here nor there. That's just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. I'm just starting at the top and moving my way down because there's some interesting things that I saw, especially this post right here, because this has been floating around for a while now that Chrisean Jr. as a child, and as a teenager, spent time in a mental institution or some type of mental facility called Shepherd's Pratt. Now, I did look it up, but I could never find any story or anything linked to Chrisean. Understandably so, because it would be sealed, because she would have been underage, a child at the time. So, and thank God that safety mechanism is in there, whether it's for her or anybody. I feel like that's fair. You know what I'm saying? When someone's a child, to make sure that their records aren't just readily available for everybody to just pick through and choose and post. So it's a good thing, okay? But this is what is out there. And I do want to say that this is allegedly, okay? This is allegedly. But what I also believe is that there are people who were there, people that know Chrisean. Chrisean is from a younger generation. So these people are still, I'm not saying like people from my generation are all dead or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, her, it's like one of the most recent generations, right? There's people that probably went to school with her, probably were there, probably were at Shepherd's Pratt themselves and remember Chrisean. And I believe that they do come online and speak. And like I said, we don't know who's telling the truth. We don't know who's telling the lie. But what we do know is the sentiment, what they're touching on, what they're saying in and around the ideology of what they're saying all seems to echo. And then we also know that somebody ain't lying. Okay. Everybody ain't telling the truth, just like everybody's not lying. So somebody telling the truth. Okay. You guys help me put the pieces of the puzzle together. All right. But we are going to say allegedly, right? Because we don't know. Hold on, you guys. And speaking of that, let me go ahead and also go ahead and read this while I can. Okay. And federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. Okay, so I wanted to get that out there. Everything I'm about to say is allegedly. All right. Number one, that's the safe thing to say. It's the right thing to say. And we don't know. Okay. So we're just going to say allegedly. All right. So now let's go ahead and get into this. And like I said, this has been swirling throughout the internet, throughout my chat. Several people have actually come and brought this to my attention. I've gotten emails too about this as well. And so let's go ahead and get into this because this seems like some type of update or the latest on this, you guys. So let me go ahead and read this to you, okay? Now, it says that allegedly, this is why she was sent to Shepherd's Pratt, okay? And it'd be like anonymouses that really be like legit, that be dropping the gems and dropping the truths and truth bombs and stuff. But it's always like disguised. And we kind of get it, right? They don't want to be exposed. So let's just go ahead and get into this, okay? Now, somebody said, yup. If I'm correct, the first time she was sent to Shepherd Pratt was when she burned her sister's baby's toes. I don't know which sister. She was a little girl when she did that. The second time was for that lady's unalivement. Remember, I think her name is May Ann. It says, yes, you're right. Her sugar daddy, Sean Malone, weaseled her ASS up out of that one. They were doing a lot of lying and misleading the victim's family. Supposedly, that's when she signed to be a CI agent, y'all. Okay? An RAT. And she was sent to California. She was already an agent before Ronnie became one. Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here. Well, y'all heard it at Reddit first. Okay? Yes, you guys. Now that's some tea right there. It says she was sent the first time because she burned her sister's baby's toes. It says she was a little girl. So this, if this is true, this has been going on since Chrisean was a little girl. And remember, Chrisean herself said that at 9 or 7 is when she became homeless. You guys remember? She also was staying with Taseki at one moment, but Taseki got, I don't know if she got jealous or she thought that Chrisean allegedly wanted to sleep with her man or she was flirting with her man. And so she kicked her out. I showed you guys the video of them where they were on the call together, twerking together and learning. They were teaching each other how to twerk. And she was up the street from Taseki. And Taseki was like, oh, yeah, you can come over or something to that effect. And she was like, yeah, let's go over there because she got food and da-da-da-da-da. So I was assuming that was in and around the time Chrisean was a teenager and she got kicked out. Now, this was substantiated and spoke on by Chastity, who let us know that Chrisean couldn't even go to nobody's house. And because she lived in the city, I don't know why, but why that made a difference. But for some reason, there was a difference. She lived in the city. Chrisean couldn't come stay with her. So she used to sleep outside, or she used to sleep at her friend's house if she could crash on somebody's, couch or whatever. Okay. So we don't know how true this is, but she's still crashing on people's couches. She's still crashing on people's couches because she just recently was doing some type of stream with Ray J, and Ray J got invited to go to Deshae and DDG's live stream. I don't know if it was that close, far away, or whatever. And Chrisean was not invited. Why? Well, because she got into it with damn near everybody at the Streamers University, at the Streamers Prom, acting a nut, getting into it with everybody, being rude with everybody. You got into it with DDG's sister. You got into it with that couple. You got into it with a lot of people's sisters and aunties and girlfriends and baby mamas. And now they don't want your ass nowhere around. Now, Deshae, at the beginning, Deshae Frost, because I may not have that clip, he was like, oh, yeah, because he was talking to Ray J out loud, saying they was on stream together. He was like, oh, yeah, y'all could come through. Then, because Ray J mentioned that Chrisean was with him. Then the chat start going in on Deshae like, no, bro, no, Ixnay, no Chrisean. That speaks volumes, okay? When your peers speak out against you, it's different. Maybe me or you or a dog named Boo, you know what I'm saying? The grown and sexy, or maybe even the children, right? By that, I mean like teenagers. We know a large portion of her fan base are children, y'all, okay? Let's just make that a reality. But when your peers reject you, it's a whole different thing, you guys, all right? And I don't know if you're in your 20s now, your early 20s, I don't know if you are, but it's kind of different, and if you can think back and remember, or if you there now, maybe you feel me, maybe you don't, but she's still doing that. Okay. She's still, and I think it's like she pushes herself on people. And I think it was maybe a survival at first. It was a survival thing. And now it's become something else. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, you guys. If you guys hear that in the background, it's just fireworks. It's firecrackers. Now, I'm going to get to Ray J in a minute because he's a little further down. But I didn't want to skip this right here. Go ahead and take a look at this. And then we'll get to the Ray J because I wanted you guys to hear what Ray J had to say. Okay. But since we're on this timeline, let's look at this. It says, this 304 stops mid-sentence to look at Junior's eyes and hands. Now, before I play this, I want you guys to notice how she tries to keep Junior from touching his hands in like a sort of a rhythmic type of soothing type of way. And we see Junior do this often, or at least I do. And watch how she tries to pin one of his arms under her armpit so that he's unable to put his hands together. And it looks like Junior is kind of struggling the whole time. I don't know if it's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come to you guys, because I'm like, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to just take a deep breath, and see the normalcy in this. Right? And I'm not saying this is totally off the Richter scale, but it always leaves me with an uncomfortable feeling, a bad taste in my mouth. And toxic ain't cute. No more. Okay? I know it was in for a while, but y'all, toxic ain't cute no more. Never was, cuz, okay? Ain't no future in my front. But let's go ahead and take a look at this video. Tell me how this rolls over for you. How do you feel after you watch this? Just clean slate. Forget what I said. Give me your honest perspective and opinion. Here we go. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I mute myself. Hold on, guys. And then I want you guys to look at this. I will be in the chat in 1 minute.
I'm a rock in the building. Huh? Let me see your face. Man. Don't it? It's a movie. It's a movie. Man. So, I was ready to go to the studio. Hey, what's up, bro? Nikki. Nice to meet you. Hey, what's up to meet you? Hey, what's up, y'all? So, yeah, we was here for a little bit. We was waiting for March. March took back. Tell him. What you looking at?
March took forever. Looking at himself in the camera. Man.
First of all, Sky, please. Okay? Sky, please. Girl. Please. All right? That's number one. Number two, we know this is after 12 or about 12 because Ray J left, remember? And they were talking about it was around midnight. So we already know this is a late night stream after hours. And I mean, it's true. You know, Junior could have been asleep. He could have woke up. You know what I'm saying? And then she went to go get him. I get that. All right. That's every bit of normalcy as we can get. So I will give you guys that. All right. But this happens too often where we don't see any routine with Junior. Okay. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. All right. And at least she's talking to him before she started making sound. She did talk to him and say hi and all that. But did you guys peep the body language? And she's constantly looking at the comments, which is the killer part. Like she is zeroed in on those comments. And that's not healthy. That's not healthy for your baby. That's not healthy for her. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us that aren't even on the trajectory or the scale of the kind of comments that she gets. You know what I'm saying? And some comments can rub you the wrong way. Some you could just, you know, most of them you just brush off. But we're all human, okay? And that's never a good thing, you guys. All right? Now, what I want to know is what was March late for? Or is she the babysitter? Is she the glorified babysitter that used to brag that she got paid $1,000 an hour to watch Junior? Which I don't think that's the case then or now. Well, I was told it was a lie. Okay, I was told it was a lie. All right, by somebody in your own camp, and that's for real, for real. That's for real, for real. And I really don't think it would be the case right now that you're getting paid. But what is March late for? She was late for the stream because, girl, you didn't show up at all to the Lick podcast. You didn't show up at all. All right, you stiffed everybody. And it was for selfish reasons, I believe, because you could have easily been there. You could have easily been there. All right? She could have. But let's go ahead and get to Ray J, and I'm going to get to the chats because I wanted to show you what happens when the boomerang effect and when it backfires, when clout backfires, because it's going to do the same as it did for Bino. It's going to be the same for Ray J. Okay? It's going to be the same for Ray J. Ray J is just trying to be relevant, even though this is his personality. I have to let you guys know, this is Ray J's personality. Okay. So it's not like he's not acting like himself. Let's just get that straight. But I feel like he's attaching himself to Chrisean and DDG because it's the hottest thing smoking. And we have to know that, I don't know if he's failed in his businesses, but he definitely has been a success with the Scooty bike, with the Ray J earbuds, and he had something else that he was quite successful in, you guys. All right, quite successful in. So I just feel like he's trying to attach himself to this new wave, all right, to the younger generation. And in his eyes, it's like whoever popping, he don't give a fuck if it's good or bad. Like, oh, Chrisean popping right now, she always in the news, you know, I'm there. DDG, the new thing is streaming. He getting his shit off the ground now. I'm not gonna say I'm not mad at him, because I'm not. I'm not mad at you. Get your bag. But I just feel like that's his motivation. Like that's the intent of his actions. And bro, it's gonna backfire on you. Okay, it's gonna backfire on you. I'm just saying, when your intentions ain't good, I'm not putting anything bad, but when your intentions ain't, we look, oh, what a tangle where we weave when first we practice to motherfucking deceive. Okay? And you think you're getting over on the younger generation, but you're not. All right? And don't do too much more, because you starting to look crazy. Okay? You starting to look a little crazy. That's all I'm saying. But he's also feeling the backlash. And this is what I wanted to show y'all. Hold on. Because he done came on complaining. His feathers is ruffled and everything else. He got his panties in a bunch. This what you gonna get. This what you gonna get, bruh. Hold on, you guys. Let me show you guys right quick. We're gonna come back to this. Now they say she's in Baltimore. The real reason why she's back in Baltimore is because Ray J's address was leaked in order to call CPS on X. So I don't know how true that is, y'all, but this is the latest messy out here on these social media streets, and all I can do is give it to you the best way I know how. Okay, and here you have it. Right? I let you know the facts. I give you my POV, and I give you the visuals so that you can do your own research and come to your own conclusion. All right. Now, this is what they're saying. Okay. Let's see. Now, like I said, she recently, is this it? Now, she recently, I said, was streaming with Ray J, and she in one of the clips, right? In one of the clips, when he's about to leave, Sky is like, okay, we about to go, okay, you know, because they know that they can't go with over there and with DDG and the rest of the streamers because Chrisean done fucked it up. She done already burnt the bridges, you know what I'm saying, before they even got started. And that's kind of sad. And they can't even go over there. So Sky ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? She doing the hospitable thing, like the normal thing. Like, oh, he about to leave. Okay. But no, Chrisean is like, oh, you want us to camp out? Oh, you want us to stay a while? You want us to camp out here? Bitch, that means spend the night. You just invited yourself to spend the night at somebody's house with no shame in your game. And he like, yeah, you know, hang out. You know what I'm saying? Hang out, hang out. And in the clip, right, after he leaves, I don't have the clip here, but I'm just telling y'all, after he leaves, she walking all through this house. Like, you see where her and Sky is at right now, right? This should have been like where you stayed at, girl. Okay? Look at how big and sprawling Ray J house is. See, this how people get set up. This how people get robbed. And I'm not saying them. I'm just saying. You don't know these people from Adam. You gonna leave them, go all the way somewhere else, and not secure your shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And he just walked out. That nigga didn't secure nothing. Didn't look nothing. Just hi. Okay. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. You can see her shortly after he leaves, just walking through the house, like. But she goes off camera. Like she walks this way Then she walked like, girl, what you walking around that man's house for? Maybe I'm putting a 10 on the 2, but let's get to what Ray J had to say, okay? And somebody said, what did he expect? I don't fucking know. This man is complaining about his house being dirty. And it says, is Chrisean squatting at Ray J's house? Why, of course. Grey Poupon? The fuck? Anybody have any Grey Poupon? Why, of course. That's what she doing. She gonna get in where she fit in, okay? She learned that back in high school. She gonna get in where she fit in. And like I say, I think that Chrisean may not have the bag that she says she has, but she has some type of bag, y'all. Now, whether she chooses to spend it, squander it, save it, eat it, I don't know what she's doing with it. She chooses this lifestyle because if she wanted an apartment, if she wanted a condo, if she wanted to get just a humble abode, if the bitch wanted an igloo, she could have one. A simple igloo, $1,500 a month. She could have that, y'all. She chooses to live like this, I feel. She chooses to couch surf and do that type of stuff. But let's listen to what Ray J had to say, okay? You nigga, you getting gray hair. You're 44. You're 44. Okay? Trying to keep up with the 24. That's what's wrong. Hold on, y'all, so y'all can hear it. Wait.
Like, you got to clean up every day, you know? You got to clean up. I mean, you got friends or you got entourages or you got the team members coming over and fucking shit up and really not cleaning up. So now that I cleaned up this whole goddamn house myself, and I love paying housekeepers and making sure, you know what I'm saying, they eat. But when I clean it up by myself and somebody messes it up, it's a bigger problem because I know I just cleaned the table. So I got this house is a Zen house for me. I had another house down the street. It's a stream house. It's a house for business. And everybody just got to stay there. And we got to do a big meeting about niggas cleaning up, bro. This shit is not okay. It's clean now. I got this whole shit spotless. All this was crazy. The inside, I'll show y'all in a minute. And I'm not proud of it. Like, this is a necessity. I'm hot, I'm tired, I got more gray hairs, like, fuck.
Oh my God, that's what the hell you get. Nigga, sit your old ass down. Sit down. Talking about you got gray hairs. Yeah, I'm just playing. Like 44 is not that old, but you know what I'm saying. You trying to hang with people half your age, and no shade though. And let me get to the chat. But when I was young, like in my teenager, we was not like thinking about cleaning up. We would tear through somebody's place, live on somebody's place, sleep on somebody's couch. As long as you let me sleep on your couch, I would just sleep there. Like when I was like 18, 19, 20, 21. Yes. Yes. So, I mean, it's the company that you keeping. And I mean, it's Chrisean too, but she ain't doing it by herself. It's the company that you keeping, Ray J. Now, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Okay. You the one up here trying to hang with Emma Epper's half your age, and that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of disrespect. The motherfuckers that don't want to clean up after themselves ain't even thinking about cleaning up after themselves. Don't see it as disrespectful. Don't see it as wrong. Don't see that they're doing nothing wrong. So you up against a rock and a hard place, bruh. Okay, and if you take them down the street to the business establishment, the studio, it's gonna be towed the fuck up too. And don't let Chrisean get mad and you ain't there because she might fuck up all your equipment. As a matter of fact, did she threaten? Wait a minute, nigga. As a matter of fact, did she threaten your ass specifically when Whack 100 told you to get her off the damn screen? Didn't she threaten to get up and tear your shit up? Did she not? I think I even got a video with that shit in there. I'm gonna try to play that shit. She tried. Look, You better not leave her down there at the studio. That's for the business where you get ready to have a meeting at to tell people to clean up. That's gonna fall on deaf ears. Trust me. Okay, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. I was a whole teacher at a continuation school. Trust me. All right, it's gonna fall on deaf ears, so you might as well not even have that meeting. All right, them people is just dirty, and they don't care. But she threatened, don't leave her down there because she won't let her get mad. Let her get rubbed the wrong way, and she gonna fuck your shit up. She gonna tear all that $1,000. Now that equipment is expensive. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Smash that like button. Welcome, Goddess News. Thank you so much for showing up, y'all. She doesn't want him rubbing her face, in my opinion. Hey, Blone, listening in. Hey, girl, what is up, Pinsy Lola? Welcome, girl. You always listening. Multitasking. I love that. She can't stand Junior. A lot of people think that she can't stand Junior. I don't know. You say notice no one is reaching for him, Marsh or Sky. No. And Junior is how old now? Yes, 2 years old. 2. And he looks like he's about like 14 months, maybe. It's obvious that she treats him like an infant and not a toddler. Yeah, I mean, we heard her saying, what did she say? Hello in the beginning. And then she started in with the sound. He should be walking. I'm just saying, yeah, but you know what? The thing about it is I want #save Junior until it's backwards, because it will only get worse. Okay, what happens when he's 4 and 5? What happens when he turns 7? I mean, we all plan on still being around, right? The hands of time are going to keep ticking. Like, what you going to do when he's 7? You gonna have a stroller? You still gonna be trying to put him on your hip like he a toddler? Even at 5, it's gonna be impossible for you to be walking around with Junior on your hip. You feel me? Like, bro. Exactly. We haven't even seen him crawl. Why? Because I don't think that Junior can crawl. If he had any milestones other than him holding Junior or propping him up, we would have seen it. Okay, we still haven't seen any of his toys for his birthday be open, displayed. We ain't seen no directions. We ain't seen her assemble, disassemble, put together. We ain't seen nothing in the corner. We ain't seen nothing nowhere. Nothing colorful have we seen. Children are supposed to be around colorful things, objects that they can touch, hand-eye coordination, spatial recognition, right? Socialization. None of that. And it would be okay if maybe there were some avenues that were being met. I just think every avenue is shut off. I really do. And all for the sake of what? A bag? Aren't we supposed to do for our children? I don't know, you guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. You said she didn't want to bring Junior. And I want to ask you guys, do you think that she can even bring Junior to go tour with the Baddies? But like I said, you know how she likes to make up her own rules and change the game and show up when she wants to and not show up when she wants to and leave when she wants to. So, you know, because it's going to be all bad. I think it's going to be all bad for her to be on a Baddies tour. And that's why I bring up the question, who's gonna watch Junior for real? Like, for real, for real. He said, they've been getting clout on her. I've been saying she needs a good PR. Rock is slow. Yeah. Yep, they are. They're also using Chrisean as well. Because these people can see, especially Ray J. Girl, boy, you know she a little bit OFF. You even taking advantage of the situation. You really are. Because you cannot take away her, if you want to call it star power, her draw, her viral ability, attention, always having the attention, always going viral, always being in the blogs. You can't take that away from a person, no matter how they're getting it. So you guys, in a way, are using Chrisean. Gay J with TMZ2, yep. And he got Love Cabin with Zeus. He's really winning. And that's because Ray J is Ray J. It's not because he's hanging around these, I just think that it's not such a good idea for him to get in too deep. Just like he played his song for them, and Deshae was like, that shit was ass. And it was. And it was. You need to go back to the drawing board on that song. I mean, everything. Take all of it. Delete all that. Delete all that. All right? A whole nother generation told you your shit was ass and you couldn't take it. And then Chrisean trying to pump you up. Don't let her pump your head up. Nigga, you need to ask somebody in your own. Nigga. If we telling you that it's ASS, you should know that. Okay? Don't listen to Chrisean. Okay? That shit sounded horrible. Horrible. I'd rather hear, if I had one wish, we would be best friends. I'd rather hear that over and over again. Okay? Like we used to hear when it came out over and fucking over again till we knew every damn word. I was there. I remember. Okay? Sheesh. That shit was ASS, bro. All right? Deshae was telling you right. Let me see. You say from her drinking and derugging, Junior is disabled. We know that for sure. You ain't gonna never take that away from us. You ain't never gonna take that away from us. But what is up, Miss Lady? You say, hey, Blonay in chat. What is up, girl? What is up? Thank you so much. Let me see what y'all saying. On them two are meant for each other. She could have had it. That's crazy. Junior was there too. You said sending prayers for the Star Report. What you talking about? That man who has a show called the Star Report? Because I know who you're talking about. What happened to him? I wonder if the pastor pays her hotels. Hell no, that man ain't paying her hotels. That man is getting her money, which is called, AKA, what's it called when you give your tithe and offering? Okay? Y'all remember I did that video? Y'all go check my stories when that lady was looking at her crazy. And that lady is a pastor. Lord forgive me. I forgot. Lord forgive me. Because somebody told me she's a pastor. So, yeah. She was looking at her crazy. All right? And then he was like, yeah, I'm going to get my money or something like that. He said today. Y'all go check it out. I did a clip a little while back. Clock that T. Yes. Goddess News. Thank you so much, love. And thank you so much for being a member. I really, really appreciate you. Okay. Goddess, did you hear Star saying he made a deal with the, oh, he did? What? I love how you interact with us. Oh, thank you, girl. Yeah, I need y'all. I like when y'all in the chat because I genuinely like people. That's why. So I genuinely enjoy that. All right, y'all. But look, this right here is what I'm saying. Okay. And people are not inviting her into spaces like we just saw Deshae, for example, DDG, because she got into it with girlfriends, sisters. She was talking out the side of her neck, talking reckless, burning bridges to light the way when you shouldn't have been doing that, because the same people you see going up are the same fucking people you're going to see going down. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You can't stay at the top forever. You may plateau, you may sit there for a minute, but it's an up and down situation at all times. All right. And I'm just saying she often pushes herself onto people. And we see that. Okay. Remember in those the leaked private chat where HTHC says that Bino left her stranded and she called HTHC to come pick her up and take her all the way, I guess, to California. And I believe that she popped up at that studio with Luella and Junior in the background. We can hear them crying. You want to know why? Because they was hungry. Not a bottle, not a chicken nugget in sight, not a grape, not a cantaloupe. All right, not a jar of baby food, cereal, Similac, none of that shit. No blanket, no socks, no baby bag, no diaper bag, no pacifier, no diaper, none of that shit. Like, who does that? Like, what part of the gate? Like, not at all? Not at all? That's probably why I've never been in no really big inner circle, because my mouth has always either got me kicked out or they felt offended. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, the tongue can cut like a knife, and I don't mean to do it. And that's the reason why I never got to these motherfucking heights. Because of my mouth. And it's probably saved me a lot of times. Because guess what? What if I would have got wrapped up in some of these characters? You know what I'm saying? Like some of the older people and rappers that you see, I was around internet time, trying to get in where I fit in, hanging out with Snoop Dogg and security. You know what I'm saying? I got my toes, I got in there a little bit. Nothing to brag about though, but still. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, her being rejected and not invited into these places this is happening more and more, right? And this is because influence, the influencers, the whole landscape is changing. No matter how young you are, nothing freaking goes on forever, right? People and things, they change. The landscape of what made, you know, the influencers, so it's switching up now. It's switching up. Streamers are where it's at, you know? And where it used to be the stomping grounds of Blueface and Chrisean and, you know, different people of that era, it's changed. And you got to catch up because no one's bigger than the program. You got to get right or get left. That's all I can say. Or else be rejected by your peers. And that's what we're seeing, right? More and more. That's what we're seeing. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but let me go ahead and get into this, okay? Because the bottom line is, who's gonna watch Junior? If this is the future, this is the like most immediate plans that she has is to go on tour, and we don't know, like we say, we don't know the workings of Baddies, but it's gonna happen. Come on now. They make too much money, and we know what the eyes on the prize, and that's always the bag. So they're not just gonna not do Baddies, okay? They're gonna work something out. The wheels are going to start turning, and we are going to start seeing these women, you know, get ready to film for this. But my question is, and I don't even think Natalie has followed Chrisean, but what does that mean? Because she done went back and forth so many motherfucking times. Okay, talking about she negotiated, girl. We don't know. We're not even about to get wrapped up in that. We already talked about that yesterday. The bottom line is, who gonna watch Junior? Who gonna watch Junior? That's the bottom line. Because another thing is, you guys might not like the people on my list. You may not like the people on my list. Gemini, what's up? Y'all may not like the people on my list. All right. Junior's not naturally holding that bottle. It's part of his neurological issues. Yeah. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors that's going on here. And this is a real life. Like, although we look at Chrisean as an influencer or whatever you want to call her, okay? viral sensation, toxic energy at its finest. However you look at it, they're still real people and they're living real lives. So that means that if Junior needs medical attention, if he is suffering, it's ongoing and it's every day and it's getting worse. Okay? It's getting worse. What's up, Haley? Welcome. You said good night. Just join the live. Hey, girl. What is up? Thank you so much for joining. Okay. All right. So you may not like some of the people that are on my list, but you're going to have to get used to it. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because if you've been around for this circus / insane asylum / amusement park / roller coaster ride, then you know that you can expect the unexpected. Okay? Expect the unexpected. And what do I mean? Because some of her sisters on this list here. Some of her sisters on this list that should not be. Okay? That should not be. But we know their MO. And they tear each other down all the time. They tear each other down all the time with the utmost disrespect, throw each other to the wolves and the popos, okay? And the police in your living room, because she gave them info right there. See that girl? Chrisean. All right? I can point it all. Chastity, Tessa, Tareen. And for some reason, I don't want to say Taseki, but then again, I feel like she should be said too. But for some reason, when I mention or talk, it's just like for somehow she don't fit. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, and I may be wrong, right? I really may be wrong. But I don't know. I just get it. I just wanted to point out that feeling. Like I never seem like I want to point out Seki. Maybe because she's not messy. Maybe she's a little more slick with her. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm right. But yet CPS is yet to catch up with Chrisean. Like that's crazy. And they expect us to ride the crazy train with their ass. Because they'll just make up. They'll do all that and just be like, oh, you know what? We're just back. You know, nothing. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Right? And this is what this reminds me of. This is what they want us to do. Okay? They think we boo-boo the fool. We not on that train ride, bruh. We watching for the train wreck. We not on it with y'all. We're watching the train wreck. Y'all trying to put us on that crazy train with y'all. All right? This is what y'all want us to do.
We're happy. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
All right, cut and print. Beautiful, guys.
Every time they fucking make up. Every time they make up, this is what they want us to do. Okay? We're sisters. We're happy and we're women and we're sisters. And we just supposed to go along with that. No. No. We ain't down with that. We are not down with that, y'all. Okay? And this is what they expect us to do. So what do you want from us? We just want to answer the question, okay? Because this is the next obstacle that's up. It's not like we've solved anything, right? So you guys are probably wondering, why do we keep saying, because nothing's being done. Because nothing is being done. We don't see any change at all. That's why. The train wreck continues. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. And another thing that I noticed, you guys, is that Chrisean keeps getting invited into these spaces. And I think in large part, and I'm not saying she's not fun to be around or people don't genuinely like her, but I think a lot of people are using her. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people are using her. Hold on, you guys. Let me see something. I really do. I think a lot of people are using her. But why is it that I've noticed, right, that something tragic happens anytime Chrisean is, I don't know, confronted or called out, or like if she feels trapped or is held accountable, something insane, I won't say tragic, something insane always happens, right? Something insane always happens. I'll put it like that, because tragic is kind of a harsh word. It's kind of a harsh word, and it kind of means some type of like finality to it. So I'll just say insane, right? Strange things happen. Stranger things. Let's just say that. Stranger things happen. Now, another example, y'all, let me pull this up since I do have it. Because remember, we started surfing Reddit because I wanted to bring you the latest message on these streets. But now I want to take you back, y'all. Not that far back. But let's go ahead and pull this up. Hold on. Because this is just another example of what Chrisean has to look forward to. If she doesn't get it together with Junior, like other than that, I'm really not, we can talk about it, but she's free to be who she wants to be, and if you want to be, you don't want to be a good person, then that's on you. Let me see, you guys. Hold on. Let me bring this up because at the Lick podcast, and I think I showed you guys yesterday, but I just wanted to show you this is yet another example. Hold on, y'all. I think this is the Lick podcast, and somebody called in, and a lot of people are saying that this is the reason why she didn't show up in the first place. Why she didn't show up in the first place? Hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on, y'all. Let me see where it's at. Okay, so let me pull this up for you guys. And make sure you guys can see this too as well. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button, you guys. And join the Blonay Society. Let's turn the chat all green. Everybody grab a membership and enjoy the exclusive perks of belonging to the Blonay Society. Shout out to my VIPs, newbies, and welcome back to my day ones as well. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Now, let me pull up the Lick podcast, which March said she's now a permanent co-host. Now, I don't know anything about the Lick podcast. I'm new to it. Probably won't watch it again unless it's brought up in a story. But congratulations to her for whatever that means. I don't know, but she's a permanent co-host on here. But what we do know is in this clip we about to show, Chrisean was supposed to be there. She wasn't there. She called in on the phone, but there was other people calling in on the phone, and they had something else in mind, okay? And they were dragging Chrisean. Take a listen to this. It's just a short clip, you guys. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead. Do that.
Being a mom.
Yeah, that.
Who was that? Don't click that button.
Wait, I got a
was
question.
JR.
I got a question.
Hey, she has a question. Go ahead.
Mark,
Well,
you were here last week.
All right. Okay. So that was
Wait,
fun.
hold on.
She was asleep. Shut the fuck
Nah,
up.
I wasn't even gonna say all of that. I was just about to.
We gonna touch on.
Talking to.
Hey. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi. I want to make sure. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi. I want to make sure that you guys. Hello?
Hello.
They
You're on the
scared.
League podcast. Who we talking to?
Scared of the podcast.
Hello?
Hello.
Chrisean Rock on here?
Not yet. Hold on. You're on the League podcast. Who we talking to?
Chrisean is a fucking nasty child abuser. Bye.
When was
All right.
that
Hey.
ever?
Real quick. Talk about your friend group and how you guys deal with it. Go ahead.
Oh, how we deal with it?
Listen, we
Yeah.
block out haters. That's for sure. That's
Dude,
first.
you can't deal with that. Everybody is human. We all have feelings and emotions, but it's just like you gotta think about shit bigger picture. Like it's like you gonna act with emotion and get yourself in a situation, or you gonna handle it logically. That's what I like to do. You got to
Say
be
that.
patient, let shit play out.
And is there like a learning curve with like being who
Yes.
you guys are and doing the internet
fuck?
shit?
I don't be know what the fuck going on. I'll be like, damn, how the fuck you do this? Then I just figure it out. Like, it's hard, but it come natural.
And then let's address the elephant in the room. There's a lot of people that hit us up today because Chrisean was gonna be here. Where's Chrisean right now?
call her.
Yeah.
Call her.
Go ahead.
She's
Do that.
being a mom.
Yeah, that.
that button.
That
Wait, I got a
was JR.
question. I got a question.
Hey,
What
she has
the
a
fuck?
question. Go ahead.
Marsh.
Well, help me out.
Marsh, are you sure about that? You said she's being a mother, and at the time, I think she was live streaming with Ray J. I mean, is it partying? Is it PR? Or is it parenting? She was really? Because we didn't see hide nor hair of, we saw Chrisean, but we didn't see hide nor hair of Chrisean Jr. So are you sure about that? As a matter of fact, the way that the sisters go back and forth with each other, it seems like anyone that has relations with Chrisean does the same thing. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Because the last time that I checked, before y'all did this reunion and now you guys are the best of buddies again, I mean, I hope that the real work went on behind closed doors, because I don't want you guys to think I'm a pessimist or pessimistic, because I'm very optimistic. I see the glass is half full. So it's likely that maybe they did squash whatever was between them and made up and are friends now. But you would think that they would bring that to the table. Okay. We see the iPhone, but we don't see nothing else. And this is why people speak out like this. This is why people question you guys, because you guys don't ever show us the other side of the coin, right? They never show us the flip side of the coin. And the real work goes on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But let me remind you of, because I've always played what Marsh said about Chrisean, okay? When she's sitting in the car and she like, the reason why me and Chrisean got into it, because she think her shit don't stink. She thinks she bigger than the program. She thinks she, is above the law and things don't pertain to her and yada, 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 right? We also went over the text message that was leaked by Marsh in a conversation with someone else, where she says that she could no longer keep Junior when Chrisean went to jail. Why? Because she had no money, no food, no diaper, no blanket, no pillow, no milk, no bottle, no pacifier, not a pair of socks, okay? Not a Lunchable, not a jar of Similac, okay? And she couldn't really take care of Junior's medical needs. Now remember, I think Junior kept on throwing up. I think Junior, don't quote me on this, but I think Junior kept on throwing up or something like that. And she had, I don't know if it was her sister or whatever, but her sister was like, we getting ready to take this baby to the doctor. Okay? We getting ready to take this baby to the doctor. Because, girl, if something happened to this baby on your watch, girl, and I bet you Marsh was like, yup, let's take this baby to the doctor. Yeah, because something ain't right. Something ain't right. She told Chrisean that, and Chrisean had Smiley beeline it over there to go get Junior, instead of doing the right thing, sending the money to Marsh, because for some reason she didn't have the money, or she didn't have access to the money or something like that. Anyway, that's how Junior ended up with Smiley. And then she had somebody from her family come and get Junior from Smiley. If y'all remember, that's how that started out. Okay. Because Chrisean left her hanging, and Marsh was like, shit, I gotta take care of my own child. I barely got money to take care of my own child. So I did what I could. I begged this hoe, and she never came through. So my sister was like, we about to take this baby to the doctor. Girl, he ain't about to stop on our watch. Girl, you better get it together. We better take. And then, like I said, when she gets pushed against the wall, when she's being held accountable, the worst things happen. Okay. And so this is what Chrisean said. If you guys don't remember, Chrisean also came out with her side of the story on the reason why she wasn't fucking with Marsh no more. Now, like I said, I'm about to play this video. I hope that they resolved it behind closed doors. But from what I've seen, I don't know. It's 50-50 for me. Okay. All right. I'm upset. No, I'm just playing. Okay. Hold on. Can't go 50-50 with no hoe. Now listen to what Chrisean had to say. Yeah. I'm going to jog your memory right quick. All right. We're going to take you back to the hood like K-Swiss. It's been a while, but go ahead and listen. It ain't been that damn long.
I would say what Marsh did and what she fucked up at and what had me fucked up and what I was doing for her and what I did for her and her Nick. Like, I can go on the list, I can pop my shit, but I respect, like, I don't know, I just respect them too much to talk shit. I cut off all associations for her, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would say what Marsh did and what she fucked up at and what had me fucked up and what I was doing for her and what I did for her and her Nick. Like, I can go on the list, I can pop my shit, but I respect, like, I don't know, I just respect them too much to talk shit. I cut off all social.
Okay, so you heard her say that. Okay, and initially the reason why was because she was complaining. She was saying that she did a lot for Marsh and her nigga. And if y'all remember, I think, don't quote me on this, but Chrisean let Marsh and her boyfriend, her man, come stay with her. So I feel like, in a way, y'all, whether it's directly or indirectly, people cling, not the whole reason, but part of the reason why they cling and they're drawn to her is because they use her, which is actually sad. You know, they use her and then they get used. You get it? Because she was talking to them crazy. She used to talk to Mars, still do. She used to talk to Mars, Jay, whoever was in that damn house. She used to be talking to y'all like y'all crazy. She used to be talking to you like y'all was some stepchildren. Okay? Ordering y'all around, telling you to stop, do this, do that. Just as rude as shit. I used to be like, dang. Yeah, she used to be talking to y'all like y'all crazy. But she said she could go down the list. What? So there's a list of shit that she need her accolades and her credit for. She ain't happy. She said she could pop her shit, but she not. Girl, that's what you're doing. You're popping your shit. And if y'all peeped it, she said what I did for Marsh and her nigga. All right? Like I said, they probably resolved it behind closed doors, and hopefully they did. You know, this is a real mended friendship and not a fake bandaged up one, like using Band-Aids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. We'll just have to wait and see, because if they're all going to go on Baddies, that's where it's going to go down at. That's where Mad Day is going to be. It's going to be Mad Day. In Baddies, when they touring city to city, they looking pretty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. City to city. That's where Mad Day. It's going to be Mad Day on Baddies USA tour. And that's where the real shit gonna go down. We're gonna see who side somebody on. We're gonna see the real. We're gonna see the real if they ever make it. If they ever fucking make it. Right? But this is what she had to say about Marsh. Have they resolved this issue? Are they really the best of friends now? Because there is a such thing as forgive and forget. There is a such thing as second chances. I mean, I'm not one-sided. It could very well have been resolved. I'm just asking y'all what your opinion is. Is it? Is it not? Right? Because we don't have to be the brothers, okay? We don't have to go along with this crazy train and hop on it with y'all. But that's what y'all want. All right. We not kumbaya. We ain't locking no elbows with y'all because all y'all suspect. All y'all suspect. Okay. And it's just like, you know, what's crazy to me though is that Chrisean Rock is not getting the message, right? People call us haters, but no, baby, we're truth tellers. We don't hate her. We just see her spiraling and it's painful to watch. But here's the thing, we're strangers to her. Why would she listen to us? She is surrounded by people who only tell her what she wants to hear. Oh, Junior, he's looking at himself in the camera. Bitch, where? Bitch, on what day? On what day did you get a straightaway view and specifically see him looking at the camera at himself? Where? Like, oh, she's just being a mother. When? Girl, she's on stream with Ray J as we speak, bitch. Where? You mean in between breaks? What do you mean? Like, they tell you what you want to hear. The yes men. The "you're doing amazing, sweetie" crowd. Like, blah, I want to throw up. While she's literally crumbling right in front of them. If Chrisean Jr. needs any type of medical attention, any type of special palliative care, checkup, therapy, okay, routine milestone check, I don't know, because we don't know for sure, it's deteriorating. If that's the case, we on a slope, we on a slow slope in a handbasket to HE double hockey stick. Okay? Crumbling. And the loudest cry right now ain't hate. It's people saying you're a lousy mother and your baby deserves better. That's the sentiment. You would think that would wake her up. Like, but that's the problem. She doesn't pick up on social cues, y'all. Don't you guys get that? And it's no shade. It's something that I just want you guys to pay attention to, because I could be wrong. She can't read the room because I believe she lives in her own chaos. I don't know. And I hate to say it, but something drastic in most cases like this, y'all, something life altering is going to have to happen before she wakes up. Jail ain't it. Jail, taking her freedom, that wasn't it. Okay. And then we saw her online talking to who? When she was in the dentist, call CPS, call the police, call, I don't care. She also told that to Bino. Remember when she was like, I'll tear everything up in this bitch after she crashed the studio because she got stranded. Okay, allegedly. Like I said, everybody ain't lying, y'all. We got to put the pieces of the puzzle together. She told Bino that. Remember? She was like, I'll tear everything up in this motherfucker if y'all play that song. What? Girl, who are you? Like, first of all, if you touch any of this $1,000 equipment, girl, you're going to get your ass whooped. Fuck the police. I wish I was a DJ, producer, anything that had any kind of equipment like that. Nigga, I would have been talking louder than Bino. I would have been like, bitch, I wish you would. I wish you would touch a needle on that motherfucking record player. And I don't give a damn. I'm talking old school. I don't know what the hell the newfangled shit looks like. But bitch, if you touch this record player where I'm itching for a scratch, bitch, we gonna be fighting. Now it's been a good minute since I've been in the studio recording some shit. But even back then, that shit, bitch, you better not touch nothing. Not one button. Y'all good. But anyways, she told him that call the police. So she don't give a damn. Okay, so that ain't the answer. But something drastic, something life-altering. Doesn't necessarily have to be something tragic or, infinite. And we're not talking about that. Because it's not going to be going to jail. It's not going to be losing Blueface. We already know that. It's not going to be social media calling her out. That don't work. It ain't working. Or is it? Because her biggest enemy has been herself. All right? She self-sabotages every win she gets. Almost. I don't know, you guys. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Remember when she told her mom, I don't like who I've become? Do you guys remember that? That wasn't just drama, you guys. That was a cry for help. And the sad part is nobody around her is listening. Because those are the only people that can help her. And then we have to give room for the people who have reached out. She just ain't listening. Remember, there is somebody who's shoulder tapping her and chin checking her. Trust me. She just ain't listening. Right? And the people that have access to her care more about the clout than her healing. You see how crazy that shit is? They crave the views, the access, the lifestyle. And this is why I say people use her as well, y'all. People use her and put up with her BS. Put up with the disrespectful talk and the way she be coming at people. Like, see some straight up. First of all, stop coming at me like you some. First of all, stop coming at me like you some straight up G. That's first of all. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be around for long. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, you guys remember when she said that. But let me tell you this. Sometimes love hurts. Sometimes the truth hurts, right? And if the truth hurts, go to church. If the truth hurts, say ouch. Okay? Because maybe that pain is the only thing that's real enough to make somebody finally wake up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let me see if I can find that because, hold on, y'all, because let me see. And let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm going to see if I can find that clip for you guys. Yes. What's up, Roro? You say, yes, Junior deserves better. She has DID, multiple personality disorder. She's a narcissist as well. I'll put my money on it. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking more borderline. We brought that up too. But, or histrionic. You guys remember we looked up those characteristics. We looked up the signs and symptoms. And I'm just piggybacking off what Tessa said, that all y'all got mental illnesses. I'm just trying to pick which one. I mean, it's a smorgasbord of what it could be, and some mental illnesses have the same characteristic as others. But I know you guys have to do the DSM, and then you have to have 2 initial qualifications you have to meet in order to be considered to test for mental illness, period, which a lot of us don't even get past those two. But then after that, for the DSM, there are 9 criteria. I think you have to meet 4 or 5 of those. All right. So we're pretty much in. We're pretty much in there, y'all. It's no excuse for her. She knows what she's doing. She's arrogant and can't take accountability for her actions. Yeah, some people are going to boil it down to that. And anytime she is forced, or she, like I say, she feels trapped or have to be held accountable, she lashes out and something happens, y'all. Something like what? Well, what about Ronnie? Right? Let's just go down the list. Let's just go down the list, okay? And we're going to start with Ronnie because we're going to go over the people that may potentially be on this list to take care of Chrisean Jr. But what we do know is that there are people who cannot take care of Chrisean Jr. One of them being Ronnie. Well, why? And he was one of the biggest advocates for Junior. And rightfully so. He thought that he possibly could be the father. Okay. But he didn't have that chance because he was assassinated. Okay. All over a court-ordered DNA test. A court-ordered DNA test. I think it was February of this year. That young man lost his life. And we believe it had something to do with the court-ordered DNA test that Chrisean would have had to take to determine whether or not Ronnie was the father of Junior. You guys remember that, right? You remember how he spoke out, not only against Chrisean, but the family. Remember that? Let me pull up that video for you guys.
Her son lost skin from his nose because his own mother bit his nose. This is some crazy shit. This is some fucked up shit. Some shit that I don't even like speaking on. And it's fucked up because I can't just sit and let Junior suffer.
Let me ask you, you spoke on it, touched on it. What the fuck happened Black Friday, man? It was everywhere, man. Clips of the altercation situation. It was all over social media. Break down what happened, dog.
I got a message. I got a call from somebody. Somebody said, yo, your baby mother in the mall. She got the son. Pull up to the mall. Walk around the mall a few times. Never seen her. I got a case going on of me trying to establish paternity. Trying to serve her these papers. She's evading these papers, which is why she called the police on me. I can't directly serve her. So I'm trying to have someone serve her. That was my attempt at the mall, which was blown out of proportion, which is all over the internet. So, she hit me. Excuse me. So my cousin hit me. He's like, yo, I see your baby mother. I see Junior in the mall. Hang up on him, go to the mall. Walk around the mall a few times. Didn't run into her. It just so happens that I checked my Instagram DM. When I checked my Instagram DM, there's a text saying Subway Hanover, which is the subway inside of Arundel Mills Mall, which is where I found her. She basically talking to me from a third-party account. She makes fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. She makes fake pages, like, comment, share from fake pages to keep herself in the algorithm. That's what she does. She knows how to work social media. So what she did, I'm getting off track, man. Help me, Flight.
Yeah. Oh, the night of Black Friday, man, at the mall.
So I found her at Subway. She sent me the DM saying, like, oh, go live. And blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, the fuck? Why is a burner account telling me to go live, telling me Subway, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, somebody running a play on me. I know this Chrisean. Telling me to come to Subway. I know it's Chrisean. Telling me to go live and look for it. I know it's Chrisean. I go to Subway. Guess who I find? Chrisean. I found Chrisean. And guess who else I found? Junior. I found Chrisean and Junior. And when I found Chrisean and Junior, I looked at them. Chrisean acted like she did not know me. In reverse. She acted like she did not know me. Ran into the storage room and Subway. Tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bunch of footlongs, Italian herb and cheese, wheat bread, flat bread, all that shit. She tried to hit me with a rack of bread, bro. Footlong. $5 foot.
So you guys heard Ronnie and how he tried to serve Chrisean, and that was the whole incident at Subway. Okay. And we see what happened. Something tragic always happens. Something tragic. Hold on, you guys. Something tragic always happens. Okay. We remember what happened to Ronnie. Now, do we know for sure? No, we don't. Okay. All we can say is allegedly. All we can say is allegedly, y'all. But what I do know is something always seems to happen whenever Chrisean Rock gets called out or held accountable, like clockwork. It's almost like the universe flips a switch every time she's forced to look in the mirror or face the truth. Think about it. Her ex, Ronnie Doe, was assassinated, y'all. Okay? That man was assassinated. In front of his own people's, I think his grandmother's house. That is absolutely tragic, y'all. That is absolutely tragic. And you heard Ronnie say that she acted like she didn't even know him. Yet he says she DM'd him from a burner account and told that nigga to go live. What are we talking about? That is diabolical. That is diabolical, y'all. So is it true? All publicity is good publicity? Is that what that means? That is absolutely crazy, y'all. You feel me? Ronnie Doe was assassinated. Her sister Tessa, okay? Her sister Tessa is also on that list. Now remember, we're not the only people that have spoke out and associated Ronnie no longer being here with Chrisean. First of all, we're not the first ones to call her the setup queen. Ronnie Doe was one of the first, okay? I think her one of her best friends, AJ, even echoed that as well and called her a setup queen, right? And we also remember that Taseki hinted to it on that interview that she did with Jason Lee. I've showed you guys that clip before, but you know who also spoke out on it? And I want to let you guys hear this. It's Whack 100. Oh yeah. Whack 100 had something to say about Ronnie Doe's unaliving. All right. He has something to say.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
This is why you heard Rick Ross' baby mama say what she said.
We all
Yeah.
think that.
This is why you heard her say about the little. That's it. As if they know. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
This is why you heard Rick Ross' baby mama say what she said.
We all
Yeah.
think that.
Yeah, this is why you heard her say about the little nigga, little Ronnie. Like, baby, you gotta remember, whenever you get an unaliving like that, and the shit get too quiet, that means they investigate, and there's something coming to the investigation. Now, what they saying and what's true is, court date was that Friday.
Wow.
They say Rock flew out there that Tuesday and Wednesday. And that night, old boy get unalive. So, I know which way they gonna try to go. They gonna say that's motive. All it takes is one of them little dirty ass niggas that somebody gave $2,500 to get caught up in another case and say, I give you this and let me go for that. And it's gonna be on.
That's crazy.
Hopefully that ain't the case. But it's looking a little.
Yeah, the timing is crazy. The whole internet was
You
saying
get
the
what I'm
same
saying?
thing. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Or that little baby get older, they keep putting they
That
updated
mother looking just like
He
that,
look
man.
just like him.
Yep.
Did y'all see his baby picture? What the?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because when the baby is so little, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, okay, she been messing around with Blue. That's probably his baby. That's probably his baby. But as that baby
Nah, once this
matures,
Blueface
it
came to
don't
real
look.
with, Blueface told you when he looked in her phone, she was 10 different niggas. You know that? He said it. That's why he said that's Charles Barkley, baby.
And wasn't Ronnie at the hospital with her allegedly when she
Definitely.
had the
I
baby?
ain't know allegedly, he was there.
Why would her ex be at the childbirth?
If they wasn't.
That part.
And that was
Remember, the spy's the one found the spot where she had the baby at. Remember, because she didn't go to our regular hospital. She went to some private shit, and whatever she put up on IG Live, the spies went and Googled all the private spots that deliver a baby and found all the decor in the background, the same one.
Wow.
That's how we knew where it was at.
I hope this all blow up in her face.
And she lied like on that lie detector test.
Girl, she lied all the time. Remember, she lied and told about he beat her while she was pregnant. Like, girl, shut up. Then gonna say I love him. He doing all type of shit. Do you not know that man is cased up? What is wrong with you? Like, why are you trying to get him another case? Like,
That child is so much responsibility. Like that baby he's a 24/7 care child, and she trying to be out here streaming, living her little best life, trying to get her name buzzing again.
Yo,
and that baby's gonna get taken away from her.
So, you serious? They saying that she just left the baby in the car again?
Yeah, they said that the baby was left at a beach party. On the beach during the beach party, and then somebody took.
Is gonna run from that like that as if they know. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
Say what she.
So y'all heard that, okay? And it's basically touching the points that we're speaking on now. So we're not the original. We're not the originators of, this whole topic of what we're talking about. There are other people who are making the same points as us. All right. People that have ties to the people that we're talking about, people who have ties to Chrisean, people who have interacted or have some type of relations or dealings with Chrisean, Blueface. Like, we're listening to the flies on the wall speak. You can't get no more receipts than that. You can't get no plainer than that. All right. Now, like I said, everything that we're listening to is allegedly. But if you're picking up what I'm putting down, go ahead and let me know in the chat. You said China and Charlotte are getting on my nerves, talking about Taseki sold her soul, and they need to talk to Blue. Blue don't like them. Nah, Blue don't like them. But y'all see what I'm talking about, right? You guys see. It's more than just us, you guys. And like I said, her sister Tessa should not be on the list. I mean, girl, she should not be on the list. Her sister Tessa. But I put her on the list because we're brothers. We're damn it, and we're happy and we're colored. Give us a hot. That's what they want. Everything is hunky dory. Once we say we're back sisters again, we're not hopping on that crazy train. Sorry, folks. Sorry, ma'am, sir. We won't be taking that ride with y'all. Okay, we on the sidelines. Okay, we on the sidelines. Like we don't really play. Every day. Fuck what anybody said. Okay. But she's on the list. And we remember what she did when she was off her med. And Chrisean still thought she was perfect to call to go get her child. Now, if that don't tell you nothing, that her radar is bent and that she ain't none too sane to be going to pick the looniest sister. Let Tareen tell it. You went and picked the looniest of us all. What? She said you went and picked the looniest, which let us know that it's known. Tessa is known to be off her meds. She's known to do shit like she did. We're shocked. They're not shocked. They're not shocked, y'all. This is normal protocol for them. For the Malones, this is normal. Like clockwork. Right?
Decision, I know who was there by my side. On collisions, I made a decision, I know who
Okay, you guys, I apologize for that. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So this is who she thought was perfect to come and pick up Chrisean Jr. All right? This was her top pick, her top choice out of 12 siblings, minus the ones that are incarcerated. All right? But we know that they can get back together and chop things up and heal things up with a quick game of spades and a glass of wine, and they back on track. So I don't know if Tess is going to be the one to be watching Chrisean Jr. or not. I know y'all say it's impossible and it shouldn't happen, but if y'all know like I know, okay? Thank you so much, TK. Now, Miss Lady, you said, yeah, they both hate Carlissa because they want Blueface with that monster Chrisean. So she's on the list, y'all. Okay, she's on the list. Now, I put Tessa on the list too, y'all. Okay, because there's always a possibility that they could just make up out of blue air, okay, and be back. We're brothers. We're in it, and we're happy, and we're colored. We're sisters. Give us a high five, and she'll be back watching Junior. Right? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can pull up this video. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. And I don't see it. Let me see. Ronnie warned us now. Let me see if this is it, y'all. Because we still haven't heard back from that 10 to 20 day investigation when she was handed that manila envelope. She was in that room. We don't know if it was CPS. We don't know if it was Baltimore PD. We don't know where she was at. But that lady came in there with that envelope, was like, it's 10 to 20 days. Before they do the investigation, they'll be able to tell you something, girl. What is the outcome? Because I haven't heard nothing. Okay, what was the outcome? And I know y'all saying you don't want these people on the list, but if you know, like I know, these people could very well be on the list. Why is she in Baltimore? Is it because the babysitter's in Baltimore? In and around Baltimore? Do her sisters live in Baltimore? I don't know. I don't know.
Say this. Ronnie warned us, and this is the chilling truth. And his warnings are coming back to haunt the very people they were intended for. Now remember Tareen's cryptic trip to CPS / the police department?
It takes some 10 to 20 business days for them to do their investigation and get back to us. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
But we can't forget Ronnie Doe, who before he was assassinated, let us know the business of this family. And out of all 12 siblings, he specifically spoke on Chastity and Tessa. Now, how chilling is that? Never ignore God's work, no matter how loud the devil is. Let's get into this.
And I'm not going to lay down and be the man that be like, oh, I'm not on the birth certificate. Kids expensive. It ain't my problem. No, because Junior is suffering. Junior is suffering every day. He around her family. They full of molesters, rapists, killers, and some more shit. I remember Chrisean telling me her granddad used to make all of them. No, her grandmother used to make all of the girls lay down in the bed in a gown with no underwear. Letting their grandfather go play in their goodies. Chastity Malone, or whatever her name is, Chastity has the CPS looking for her right now, as we speak. Chastity got the CPS looking for her because she can't keep her kids from eating dope. Chastity got charges from the Child Protective Services of the state of Maryland, whoever charged people. The CPS is looking for her right now because she like to let her kids eat dope.
Is that allegedly?
No.
You want to say allegedly?
No.
You just want to say to be safe?
Well, we can say allegedly, but this is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
So you can Maryland case search it.
I just want to make sure we good.
This is public record in the state of Maryland.
Okay.
And it's concerning when people are keep excusing this baby boy's health with a messed up individual. People are sitting here making it seem like it's okay for the way that this girl is treating Junior. This girl dead wrong. She's not addressing this kid's health. She's not taking it serious. This girl had this baby with the intention of keeping the nigga. The baby ain't gonna keep the nigga. The money is going what's keeping the nigga.
How many tattoos of him do you have?
7.
7. Why?
I like him that much.
And does that help you feel connected and close to him?
No, that's some shit I just want to do because I'm bored.
Now see, what I just say, this is about telling the truth.
Tell us the truth.
And you know damn well that's not the truth.
You be bored?
What?
That's why you do it, because you be bored?
I mean, like, not like bored, but like free time. On my free time, tap my nigga name. Yeah, it's fun.
Chrisean, look at me.
What?
That makes 0 sense.
I don't make sense. That's the thing about it.
No,
it's not here for you.
no,
It's here
you
for
do make sense when you're telling the truth.
Don't have me feel shit. I just like that shit. I like him. I get what
You have his face on your neck, right?
Hey, I said that.
So that means, right? That's saying something.
That I'm his.
Okay, so that's the truth. Why is that so hard for you to go there?
I gotta stay glued to her hip. Damn.
Right.
She don't gotta stay glued. We should separate and come right back. We understand what's going on.
Not too much. Not too much separation. I gotta separate from the night.
No more than 48 hours.
How about like no more than an hour? Maybe for your meetings.
At this point, it's not just messy, it's diabolical. Now, Ronnie's words are haunting, and now the receipts are lining up. The question is, how much longer can baby Junior survive in the middle of all this madness?
So y'all saw that video. You saw that video. And I didn't want y'all to forget that Chrisean showed up in the middle of the damn night with the entire police force behind her just to pick up Junior. This is the lengths that she will go to. Girl, what are we even doing anymore? At this point, it's giving pattern, not coincidence. Every time accountability knocks, tragedy answers the door. The unthinkable answers the door. So the question is this bad luck? Spiritual warfare? Or something as simple as self-inflicted drama. Y'all tell me. And I know some people are maybe saying and questioning, why are we so concerned for Junior? It's because we can see that something is not right. Okay? We can see that something is not right. Right? We can see that something is not right. And if we are to believe those medical leaks that we saw, it's observation. It's just a feeling. You know? And so many of us are feeling it too, that it has to be something. It has to be something. You know? And I remember that clip that came out in and around the time that that medical leak came out. And let me go ahead and play this, because this came out in and around the time when that medical leak came out. All right. Hold on. Let me see, guys.
And leaks and medical records being leaks. And I'm gonna just tell y'all now, do y'all think a nurse is gonna jeopardize her job all of a sudden now, after people already speculated about the child and said the child had a disability? Why all of a sudden now? No, the person that leaked these medical records, they was close to Chrisean. She trusted them. And if y'all ain't put two and two together, I ain't gonna say nothing until it all comes down to who had that information. Now, y'all gonna see, because I already know the TikTok detectives is already looking into it. She not gonna be able to sue nobody, because guess what? It was somebody she was close to and she trusted them, okay? And they leaked the information because now they into it. Now she no longer talks to them anymore. And who could that be? I guess we all gotta wait and see who the culprit is. But either way it go, it doesn't deter from the fact that the baby needs help, okay?
It doesn't deter from the fact that the baby needs help. Who's going to watch Junior? Because at this point, I don't know how else to put it. Chrisean seems to miss the mark completely. Like she can't even see how OFF her own behavior can be at times. And is. And it's not because she isn't beautiful, okay? Pretty privilege can only carry you so far before people start calling it what it is. All right? Dysfunction with lip gloss on it. She's made a name for herself being toxic, wild, and chaotic, unpredictable, problematic, impulsive, erratic, out of control, talented, funny, right? And that's the problem. That's exactly what her peers and the media reward. It makes it even harder for her to grow or to see herself clearly, I believe, in my opinion, because that same behavior is what pays her bills and gets her booked. I know it's crazy. I know it's insane. You know, I know. But meanwhile, Junior, if he is in need of medical help, if he is in need of special care and attention, that means that he's suffering. If that is true, that means a child is suffering. Junior is suffering, and he's going to keep suffering until she faces herself. I'm not saying that she can't change, because nothing is impossible with God. And I still believe that there's hope, but I'm not going to lie, y'all. It's hard to stay hopeful watching this bullshit. And I'm not going to take away the fact that Chrisean has been through real trauma. And these are some of the effects. These are some of the results. These are some of the things that come from this. The very behavior that we're seeing. And it's not just ignorance is bliss. It's something deeper than that. She's been through real abuse. Not just from her lips, but we've heard Ronnie speak. People that she has confided in. Her best friend. That's why they say be careful who you tell your deepest, darkest secrets to, or your weaknesses to. They don't even got to be deep, dark secrets. Just your weaknesses. Because some people will store it up like a motherfucking squirrel, storing nuts in their mouth. Okay? And they'll use it against you later. Later. Más tarde. Okay? Más tarde. Ayer, hoy, and mañana. Yeah. I don't know, you guys, but we can't negate the fact that she's been through real trauma, real abuse, but somewhere in all that, she got robbed. She got robbed of empathy, robbed of self-reflection, robbed of that inner voice that says this is wrong. And until she finds that again, no stylist, no song, no sponsorship, no live stream, no reality show is going to fix what's broken here. So again, I ask you, who's watching Junior? I even asked that question. He could be in the other room with her. I don't give a fuck. You could be right present with your mama, daddy, sister, granny, and still be neglected. Knock it off. Knock it off. Y'all can be in the same breathing airspace, and you still not getting no love, attention, care, kindness, tenderness. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. Okay? Might buy you crisp, but that about it. Might like your wrist, but that about it. The fuck? I don't know, y'all. Because somebody needs to. Somebody needs to. Somebody needs to. But like I said, yeah, y'all, and another thing that really kind of puts me on edge, and we don't know if it's true or not, but some of the latest information that came out with that private leak, that private group chat leak, just imagine, okay, if that shit is true. If even some of it is a recollection of this person's experience, this blogger, YouTuber's experience in and around, or her relationship with Chrisean Rock. Because we know she had a relationship with Chrisean Rock. Okay, we know that. And it turned out that wasn't she asked, not only did she ask her to come get her, but wait a minute, let me pull it up. Hold on. Because not only did she ask her to come get her, she had the nerve to ask her to babysit while she went and crashed that studio time. I'm telling y'all, even if Bino knew beforehand or a little bit beforehand that she was coming, she still pushed herself into that situation because, girl, according to HTHC, he left you stranded. And this is what you guys remember what I said, and I got this from when Taseki spoke, and then March. Remember, I tell you, when she's at odd or falls out with somebody, she still calls them. She still reaches out to them. She still rings their bell. It's not like it's a total cutoff unless she feels intimidated or rejected, just ultimately rejected or intimidated in some type of way, or they try to get her to take full accountability. That's when she cuts you off. Because remember, Taseki said she kept reaching out to me. I had to stop taking her phone calls. And they were supposed to be at odds. You just said that your sister violated you in one of the worst ways possible when you were just 7 years old. And there was a significant age difference. It's not, oh, they were just kids. Like you were 7, you were 10. Oh, no. You guys are at least 7 years apart. That means she was a freaking teenager. That means if you were 7 or 8, she was 14 or 15 years old. We're not just going to brush past that. And now all of a sudden, y'all are back. We're brothers. We're happy and we're sister and we're colored. And y'all expect us to jump on that bandwagon. I don't think so. We watching the train wreck, bitch. We not about to get on that crazy train. We're not on the train wreck. We're watching the train. Okay? Let me remind you. Let me put my train up. So y'all will be reminded, bitch, we is riding along. We not on the train with you. Okay? We next to your ass. Next. We're not actually on the train with you. Okay? All right. We're not getting on there like that. No. But let's go over these before I let you guys go, because I wanted you to see some of the things she said, which are very alarming. This just recently happened, y'all. I don't even think it's been a week. And y'all wondering why we stuck on who gonna watch Junior? And if he needs medical help, are y'all cool? Are y'all cool? We still ain't got no answer at all. That's why. What's up, Mystery Hill? Salute to you. Thank you so much, love. Thank you for joining us and tapping in. Y'all, wait a minute. Let me pull this up right quick. Hold on. Because look, this is the latest. This is all we got to go on, y'all. And we don't know who's telling the truth, but we know everybody ain't lying. We know everybody ain't lying. Okay? All right, so let's get through this watch. Because look, she said some things, some shit in here. I got to put it up a little bit because I can't really see. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Somebody says footage of her naked in the hotel. Nasty, just nasty. Hate pages, don't miss a beat. She's drinking a lot. Somebody says she's drinking a lot. That's HCHC says she's drinking a lot. So she's witnessing her drinking a lot. The sad reality, sis, is that a lot of this generation is playing hopscotch with their bodies. Okay, so she says, I don't even pay attention to his other women because most men she deal with are like that. Blueface Roy, she likes people with baby daddies. What are we not understanding? It's them, it's not them, it's her. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what else she says. It's gonna go to the next page. Let me see, guys. All right. He's still making a joke out of her. I see they're talking about Bino and I just left her because I didn't agree to go to no studio. So this is when she said that she picked her up. Okay. She says it was all just too much. I feel so different after today. Okay, so something happened that she just couldn't ignore. She probably saw the hints, the symptoms, the signs before, but today was the last straw. This is what this tells us, y'all, that she's been witnessing strange and fucked up things coming from this woman. All right, in regards to her child, in regards to how she treats people and interacts with people. All right, somebody said, I feel that. I don't understand. That man could clearly care less about her. All right. Hot Tea Hot Chocolate says he left her stranded. Somebody says, because I didn't even, somebody, and then she says, because I didn't agree to go to no studio. Somebody said, was she mad? HTAC says she called me to bring her to Cali. And then when I got there, she switched it up to go to the studio and watch the kids. So not only did she ever come pick her up under false pretenses, while they on her way, she's like, oh, can you stop here? Oh, and by the way, can you babysit? See what I mean when I say she pushes herself onto people? She pushes herself into situations, and the people are blindsided. HTAC allegedly says she didn't even know she was going to no damn studio, and she didn't know she was about to be the babysitter. The fuck? And I told her, HTHC continues, no, I'll watch them at my house. She didn't even care about the videos. She didn't even care about the toe video. She didn't give a fuck about that feet video. She told him to post it. She said she was going live when she got there, and now they live. Sound familiar? Does this echo the part of the story that Ronnie told us? Burner account, I'm in Subway, go live. She knows how to work this internet. She knows how to go viral. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to pluck your heartstrings. She knows how to play on sympathy. She knows how to be the victim. Who else did we hear say that? Ronnie. Who else did we hear say that? Blueface. Everybody ain't lying, but everybody's saying the same fucking thing, just in a different way, a different tone, a different demeanor. Everybody's saying the same fucking thing. It all points to morals, integrity, and character, baby. She don't care about genuine love and support. That's why she keeps doing what she's doing. We in the we in the comments and shit swinging at the air. We in the comments swinging at the air. But not if you're advocating for a child. Speaking out, whether it falls on deaf ears or not, is the right thing to do. She don't care that I dropped everything to go to take her to Cali, which is a 5-hour drive each way. So I'm assuming she went all the way to Vegas to pick her up and 5 hours back, because it takes 5 hours on a good day to get from California to Vegas. And remember, they were in Vegas. So this woman took her time and took it upon herself to drive all the way to Vegas to go get Chrisean. She said she's so ungrateful and unappreciative and just, ugh. Somebody said, I'm sorry, HCAC. She goes on to say, and I'm not even going to start on the baby. Luella was crying for hours. And y'all wondering why we want to know who going to watch the baby. Sounding like a broken record over here. She said Luella was crying for hours, starving, no bottle, no food, nothing. She was on the phone the whole time. And we've seen that so many times. She gets so engrossed and so like involved, and she just tunes everything and everyone out. So she had the babies over there crying for hours. Now remember, she got there about 5:30 or something, 5 or so, and left about 8:20, 8:30, something like that. So that's a few hours, y'all. She was crying the whole damn time. Chrisean Jesus was just on the bed, like he be in the stroller. Only difference is we haven't seen the blanket that she used to drape over anymore. She must have took that out. I picked him up and I hugged him so tight. Girl, you should have left with him. And I'm kidding. I don't want to seem like I want to break the law, because I don't. Just the sentiment, right? If you could have legally did it. She said, kissed him, everything. I love that. Somebody said, where the kids at now? HTHC says they're with her at the studio. Who gon' watch Junior? Do y'all get it yet? Did you get all that? She said, I got my own car. She wanted me to get in the car that he called for her after he left her stranded. And I was like, no, I need to be my own car just in case I need to leave. The fuck? I'm not going to get in the car with you, girl. You done already got us over here. I wasn't even supposed to be coming to no damn studio. But just so she could be with Bino and be in that studio, she drugged them kids over there and got a ride over there. She goes on to say she was trying to butter him up so she can freeload at his house. So she needed Roy because she just bummed a ride all the way from Vegas to California. You see how she got people running to Vegas? And girl, did you get some gas money at least? Because she would have had to cash out me some gas money before I would have drove all the way. Get the fuck out of here. I would have barely went to go get my mama. If she was, I knew she was going to be ungrateful like that. Because girl, that was no surprise to you. You already knew she was ungrateful. She ain't never told you thank you. The book, you already knew what you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Okay. She says, I think he sent the flight. I just got off the phone with Bravo and Creek. They said Roy was on the call with them and her. And they told her off about Bino making her look dumb. So her own team was like, girl, you look dumb as fuck. So there are people on there that's tapping that hole on the shoulder. She getting shoulder tapped, y'all. She getting chin checked. She just ain't listening. It ain't even going in one ear, out the other. It's dead on arrival. DOA. The book, it ain't touching near one of her brain cells. Social cues, y'all. Something's not right. Somebody said Roy is what's best for her, honestly. But she's not ready for a relationship like that. No, he ain't ready for a relationship like that. She'll probably, talking like that, she'll probably chew him up and spit him out. He said, but she's not ready for a relationship like that. Do he know she's prego? So that's the part I wanted y'all to see, y'all. We ain't got to go through no more. Like I said, I don't even think she's prego. I don't know. Who knows? That's all a rumor. But that was the main part that I wanted you guys to see from that. And y'all saw it. Okay? That's the main part that I wanted you guys to see from this. And y'all saw it. She went to go get her all the way from Vegas, I'm assuming. She looks like a normal chick with a filler and lashes. Average, I must say. You say Ray J has a new drinking buddy. She be stoned on camera, running to the back, yep, sipping and who knows what else. Exactly. She just ain't doing it on camera. Girl, you ain't fooling nobody. Yeah, y'all. So those are the people that's on the list, y'all. I don't know what you want. I don't know. Yep, I put them back on the list because it's always a possibility. Even Chastity, we're going to throw her up in there. We're going to throw her up in there. And this is why we are so concerned for Junior. because we can see that something observation, you guys. The word of the day is observation. And her choices in babysitters / nannies / traveling nannies / whoever the fuck gonna watch the baby is diabolical. Okay. Now she done cut Carlissa just smooth about the bloodline. All right. But I'm gonna keep her on the list too, even though I know it's probably an impossibility. But Carlissa has never been quiet about her feelings and her thoughts on Chrisean Jr. And I do not believe she would harm a hair on that baby's head. I don't believe that she would be that petty, whether she likes the mom or not, because you know that there are people out there that may not like the mother, but would never hurt the child. It's called being normal. Yeah, it's called being normal. Right? And this is why we say over and over again, who gonna watch the baby? But you done cut Carlissa off the bloodline, okay? You done cut off her bloodline and drew the line in the sand with Carlissa. So it's gonna be hard for y'all to erase that line. I already know that. But like I said, Carlissa has spoken out too on this whole situation, okay? And she's never bitten her tongue about it. That's one thing I like about Carlissa. One thing I do like.
The finger at me.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my God. Drink it.
But don't point the finger at me.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my gosh. Drink it. She asked for another bottle.
I'm reacting. I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm a lot of things too. But I'm not reaching out to all you fuckers that was standing there while the baby was being made and did nothing.
Because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff.
Why are you lying?
You get no liquor? Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me. No, you shut the door because it's cold.
You did nothing. You watched her. You watched her because you was scared she was in control of the money.
When they were here last time, him and Chrisean was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
Money, I'd have snatched her ass up and took her the fuck home and made sure she at least got the mental help and counseling that she needed during her pregnancy so that she wouldn't have to regret it for the rest of her life. Ladies!
Stay healthy, make informed choices, and reach out for support if you need it.
I kind of feel like Carlissa feels. And I think that last clip really brought like the point home that I'm trying to make, y'all. That's it. That's it. Those are the people that's on my list. Okay? And let's be real for a second. I cannot wrap my head around how somebody like Chrisean Rock keeps getting these deals, these headlines, this all of these things, while literally showing chaos and neglect on camera every week. Like we're living in an upside down world. You understand? And the internet doesn't care about right or wrong anymore. That's what I'm starting to believe. It only cares about what's loud, messy, and profitable. The more unhinged you act, the more clicks you get. The more damage you show, the more followers you gain. And we wonder why decency don't trend. I'm just saying. Meanwhile, there are real mothers out there balancing work, kids, bills. And y'all don't get a fraction of that energy. Okay? They don't get a fraction of that energy. I don't know. I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. But this is where we are, y'all. This is where we are. And like I said, there are real mothers out there. Right? And they out there balancing kids, work, shit, bills, and they don't get the fraction of the energy. No sponsorships, no interviews, no support, just silence. Because peace is not profitable. Right? And I know it's sad, but true. I know it's sad, but it's true. It's just crazy, y'all. But let me know what you guys think in the chat. Now, if you guys are still tapped in, make sure you push that like button. Share out this live, you guys. And if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Become part of the Blonay Society. And shout out to all my supporters, everyone in the chat, and especially my VIP members. I really appreciate you. Okay. And shout out to all of the single mothers out there that are doing the damn thing and get no recognition. For those who are sacrificing, who show kindness and consideration and thoughtfulness and care and motherly instinct and empathy and sympathy and sacrifice. Loving, caring, nurturing, tough cookies, disciplinarians that fight fair and fight for their children. Shout out to the single mothers. If you're married, whatever your situation may be, and you are a caregiver and you are kicking ass and taking names, shout out to you, because you don't get the recognition that you deserve. You don't get the sponsorships. You don't get the interviews. You don't get the attention. Shout out to the preschool teachers, the daycare workers, the kindergarten teachers, period, middle school, grade school. It's not easy, but we appreciate you, okay? We appreciate the hard-working mothers and good people, decent people of society. We salute you. We salute you.
In the other, today is no different. Her 7-month-old daughter has refused to be down all day. She is cutting teeth and just wants her mum. So Cass holds her all while cleaning the same spaces filled with new messes. If you're new here, this is Cass. She is a 26-year-old stay-at-home mum who posts silly TikTok videos in hopes of avoiding a third shift job. She has a wild 3-year-old son named Carter, who is obsessed with anything and everything Monster Jam. And her daughter Zoe. Currently, her and her husband Matt are living paycheck to paycheck and are barely making ends meet, living somehow solely off his income alone. In order to keep Cass at home, Matt works an upwards of 65 hours a week. Cass came up with the delusional goal of paying off their debt, besides their mortgage by Christmas, and surprising her husband with the news since he doesn't have the app. Here's where you come in. Cass is part of the creator program, which basically means if her videos get enough engagement, she might make $1. But the algorithm hasn't exactly been playing nice lately. Most of the progress toward her goal has come from the generosity of incredible people like you. And she's beyond grateful. Because honestly, if every follower sent her just $1, Cass and Matt could be debt-free tomorrow. She isn't just posting every single day for herself anymore. She's doing it for her kids, to create a better life for them, to reduce the financial burden off of her husband, and for each and every one of you who have embarked on this crazy journey with her. For supporting her and donating, please follow along and leave a kind comment that's 9 words or more. Share this with your friends, repost it, and if you can spare $1, please help this family. Let's
And to think she is doing everything that Chrisean is trying to accomplish. She's an influencer. She's a content creator. And she's a mother, balancing it all, literally. She did all of that cleaning up while holding her child on her hip. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let's watch it one more time. This is amazing, you guys. This is just a representation of the women out there the caregivers out there, whether you're a man or a woman, that are kicking ass and taking names. Okay?
You might know her as the mum who cleans her house with one arm as she holds her stage 5 clinger in the other. Today is no different. Her 7-month-old daughter has refused to be put down all day as she is cutting teeth and just wants her mum. So Cass holds her all while cleaning the same spaces filled with new messes. If you're new here, this is Cass. She is a 26-year-old stay-at-home mum who posts silly TikTok videos in hopes of avoiding a third shift job. She has a wild 3-year-old son named Carter who is obsessed with anything and everything Monster Jam. And her daughter Zoe. Currently, her and her husband Matt are living paycheck to paycheck and are barely making ends meet, living somehow solely off his income alone. In order to keep Cass at home, Matt works an upwards of 65 hours a week. Cass came up with the delusional goal of paying off their debt besides their mortgage by Christmas and surprising her husband with the news since he doesn't have the app. Here's where you come in. Cass is part of the creator program, which basically means if her videos get enough engagement, she might make $1. But the algorithm hasn't exactly been playing nice lately. Most of the progress toward her goal has come from the generosity of incredible people like you. And she's beyond grateful. Because honestly, if every follower sent her just $1, Cass and Matt could be debt-free tomorrow. She isn't just posting every single day for herself anymore. She's doing it for her kids, to create a better life for them, to reduce the financial burden off of her husband, and for each and every one of you who have embarked on this crazy journey with her, for supporting her and donating. Please follow along and leave a kind comment that's 9 words or more.
You know, that is all the people that's on my list. Okay? We don't know who's going to be watching this baby. She was in the Baltimore area, and this is the reason why I say that. Okay? Now, they were supposed to be filming, I know for sure, she said October the 5th. She was supposed to, I guess, check in or whatever. That was the day she was leaving. She said that several times in a post, as well as on a live. Okay. And then I heard something about the 8th, that they were supposed to officially start filming. It's the 9th, y'all. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? You said Chrisean don't give a F. That's the big difference, Blonay. She doesn't want to DIE. She doesn't want to do it or be a mom. Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't want to do it or be a mom. Yeah. Exactly. But you guys, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation, because this is where we at, y'all. This is where we're at. You know, at what point does social media, you know, take accountability for pushing this circus? And when do viewers stop feeding it? Never. Because fame ain't fixing the problem. Okay? It's feeding it. Right? Every like, every comment, every view. Are we part of the problem? Are we the drama? Right? We're trying to help. We're trying to bring awareness, but could we be hurting as well? We have to look at ourselves as well, you know, because if we look at it like that, every like, every comment, every view is another paycheck for this dysfunction. And we built, like, as a world, like, I don't know if this is worldly or as Americans, a system that rewards chaos and punishes care, and then acts shocked when the world looks like this. Y'all, they say protect the babies, but stay tuned in time to see them suffer. It's just time to pick a side. Either you want change or you want a show at the end of the day. And I think that's what separates us, because we want change. We want change. You know, we want change, you guys. But, you know, you guys let me know your opinions on everything that I've brought to you guys, everything that I've spoke about, our list of possible people who's going to watch Junior. Right? So again, who's watching Junior? Because somebody needs to. Somebody needs to. That's all I got to say, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys for being in the chat. I appreciate everybody's POV, right? And people, you guys say what people call us haters. No, baby. No, we are truth tellers. We are not haters. Nobody's over here hating. We want to see her shine. We want to see her grind. We want to see her on the right track. But we are worried about Chrisean Jr. Okay? Right? And people are quick to say CPS like they're the holy grail of saving kids. I'm sorry, but CPS has failed us before. Okay? It's failed us before and it can fail us again. I mean, they can step in, they can remove the child from danger, neglect, or abuse, but what happens after that? Right? I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. Like I said, that's all I got. Yeah, y'all. I don't know. But we'll still have to wait and see, right? We don't know when Baddies. Now, last time that I checked, it was nothing popping as far as Instagram, because that's where my go-to is. Sometimes I go on Snapchat. Sometimes I go on Twitter. But my go-to is Instagram, y'all. Let's go to Instagram and see if we can have an inkling, a clue, see if anybody has showed up, anybody showed up to Baddies headquarters. Has anybody filmed anything? Now, of course, I know that they're not just going to blatantly show us, but they always give us subliminals, y'all. Come on now. How long y'all been on this internet following these reality shows and the influencers and the messy on these streets? They always leave something for us to pick up, right? They always leave some crumbs. Let's see, you guys. Let me pull this up. Hold on. We're just going to go on IG right quick and look at a few stories to see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let's look before I let y'all go. Let me know what time it is in your neck of the woods, you guys. It is currently 9:20 right here on the West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in to Blonay Got Tea and being part of new media. I really appreciate you guys. You guys already know we bring you the messy from these social media streets, while my POV brings the tea and the smoke. The tea and the smoke, y'all. If you know, you know what I mean by that. Hold on. Let me pull up Instagram so we can do a little bit of surfing. So we can surf the internet and see what's popping, y'all, in some of these stories before I'll let y'all go. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So I pulled this up. And let's go through some of these people's stories. Now, who have I been to? Let's see. Let's see. Chrisean, Taseki. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let me go to the search. And they ain't even posting much. Like any other time, they be posting like crazy. They ain't posting much. Let me see. The real Miss Natalie Nunn. She might have something popping. Let's look, y'all. Okay. Let's look at her story, you guys. Hopefully they don't have a lot of music on here. Okay, it's paused. All right, basketball game, yada yada, 16 hours ago. These are people just promoting her song. Oh, she says Atlanta, she's here. Okay, so she did show up in Atlanta, y'all. All right, Atlanta, I'm here. Baddies Gone Wild and Bad Boys, I'm outside looking to start casting you guys for the show. They ain't even started. They ain't even fucking started. Make sure you come out. Even though she didn't say Baddies USA, but still. Let's see, y'all. What's going on? People using her filter where it has the necklace on there. She's promoting her song, showing us where she's at on Spotify. Dropped viral reunion trailer, yada yada yada. 7 hours ago. Thank you, Complex. Okay, so she gets this from Louis Vuitton. The fur. And there it is. That's her fur. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, 10 minutes ago, she's opening up her YSL, showing everybody. Okay, she got luxury items. All right, all right. Okay. That's about it. You think that's from Lemmy or not? You think that's from Lemmy? All right, you guys, let's see. Let me go to Chrisean's right quick. Let's see what she's talking about. Maybe we can get a hint or a clue on what's going on. As far as the Baddies is concerned and the filming, the starting of the filming. All right, so she is with Ray J, looking lost in the sauce. There's a sense of sadness and like separation, like she's almost like not there sometimes when you look. But that could be neither here nor there. Hold on, y'all. There's like an emptiness, I feel. It's like an emptiness. But then again, I could just be reading too much into it. You know what I'm saying? Can you find me? Okay, she's at church. Okay, y'all. I think she's still in Baltimore. Isn't Faith City Central in Baltimore? Or somewhere near there, adjacent? And we see you right here, Chrisean. You right here in the front. Okay, so that's it from her. Let's see. Who you guys want to go to? Anna Mac. We already went to Real Miss Natalie Nunn. Let's see who else. Zeus Network don't never have nothing. I'm not even going there. Okay, let's see what Anna Mac has on hers. Let's see what's going on with Anna Mac.
Why? Because it's really, really hard for me to adjust when I'm so used to doing things for myself and doing things, just taking care of shit and handling everything in general, right? I'm the type of girl that I don't like to ask and I don't like to rely on people because, like, if I ask you and you don't do it when it's done, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to, I don't like to do all that because I've been real independent, and that's where we clash. Like, I cannot be sitting here waiting for somebody to do something for me and it's not getting done.
Are you talking about Lemmy? Girl, who are you talking about? You talking about Lemmy? Is she talking about Lemmy?
My face are talking to y'all no more because y'all ruined it and y'all just don't know how to be cool and y'all always trying to say something about me or be in my business or post about me, expose me, or try to find out my tea that I don't have. And just for today, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all not like me, and the reason why y'all act like that is because y'all Katrina sucks. You Kuchana ain't nothing like mine. I got a good cooter cat, and this is exactly why. And if you want a good cooter cat like mine and want guys going crazy over your cooter cat,
she's so crazy.
Also, to my homegirl that made me this, can you please DM me, bitch? I cannot find.
Okay, let's see. Yada, yada, yada. That's not what we're here for. This is an old clip, y'all. I see the Baddies. I see Scotty. I see Anna. But this is from Baddies Caribbean. It says, I miss you guys. Okay, wait a minute. So what's going on? She with Rolly or she posted something on Rolly? Yo, this got me crying. OMG, yo. Okay, so this is probably some post. I don't think she's with Rolly, but you never know, y'all. I hope it ain't no music. Hold on. All right, y'all. I just wanted to look and make sure we wasn't missing nothing. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we wasn't missing nothing. Let's look at one more person. Let's see, y'all. Let's look at maybe Marsh. Okay. Her stories be kind of boring, but maybe Marsh got something on her story. She got 100K followers. Let's see what's popping with her. All right, this is 21 hours ago. This is at the Lick podcast where she is a permanent co-host. I don't know if this happens on certain days or whatever. I don't know, but that was 21 hours ago. Let's see what else. Okay, Marsh, Chrisean, and her. Okay. Wait a minute. Who's that in the back with the FU finger? I don't know. There she is 7 hours ago, still at the Lick podcast or still posting about it. And that's it, y'all. That is it. So we don't even know if Baddies is going to be popping. Okay. If we know anything about Zeus Network, we know that that's their money maker, y'all. It's gonna happen. It just may be on hold, it may be delayed, but we are here to wait and see, and we still got the same damn question. Okay? Who gonna watch Junior? Who gonna watch Junior? Anyways, you guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you will never miss a live when I come live. Make sure you check my community posts because a lot of times I post in the community to let you guys know what's popping. If I do an edited video and it's not live, I release it to my members first. Make sure you guys show some love to my edited videos, okay? I will be putting more of those out. We are on the Baddies USA train. We will be following it and talking about things. Thank you so much for tapping into your daily dose of new media news, okay? Real, not fake, because all we want is the truth, y'all. All right? Hit that like, drop that comment, subscribe, and of course, join the society, y'all. Join the society. And I will see you on the next live video. I'll see you guys, all right? Until next time, America.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
All right, cut and print. Beautiful, guys. Dynamite. That is...
Thanks for watching. Shout out to my VIPs, and I'll see you on the next video.